Good morning. It's June the 29th. It is, I believe it's June 29th, 2018. It's a Saturday. I just wanted to say good morning. It is probably, a little after 8 right now. My fire's gone out. I've just finished making my morning coffee and my oatmeal. Um, Beautiful day. It's going to be absolutely stunning after I finish my coffee. Then I'm going to take off, and as a matter of fact, I did bring my canteen this morning, and this time, at least on this camp trip, I'm able to have a cup instead of a ladle for my coffee. Coffee's really good too. The water was boiled for 10 minutes, probably a little longer, and so that I know that it was clean. But I wanted to share something with you before I call it a day and start my work. And that's my emergency bag. It doesn't matter where I go, whether I'm going to just go into the woods to gather wood or anything like that. I take it with me in the event of getting lost. And it's a little tiny plastic bag. Um, let's see if I can show it to you. I don't know if I can. I carry it in this little baggie here, and it's in my fanny pack no matter where I go. It has reflector tape, so I can mark my trail. And wrapped in there is also a fishing hook. Not a very good place, but it's a piece of cardboard and it's in there. It has a fishing hook. I take a couple of clamps with me, some paracord, so that I can take it apart because there's 7 strands inside of paracord, and it makes excellent fishing line if you're lost in the bush. So I always take a piece of paracord, and I can use the fishing hook that's there. I can take apart the paracord, put the fishing hook on it, and I also have a little tiny bobbin that I always carry with me. I take some wire with me so I can make a rabbit snare if I'm lost. I always carry a lighter, and they're not that you can trust them and put your life on, so to speak. So I also carry a cord, a striker. I'm sorry. This is an excellent striker. It comes on a string, and it also has the metal part that you need for the striking, and I have started fire with it. It really does spark quite well. It takes a bit of work to get your fire going, but that is my emergency bag, and like I say, I never leave the camp without it. You can say to yourself, you're only going to go a few minutes away from your camp, but it's easy to get turned around. Oh, and also in here is my compass as well. It's not in the bag right now, but I always make sure that I take a compass with me. And as far as fire starting material, I'm sure you can find anything, whether it's moss, chaka. Chaka is excellent. It's those, it's like a bladder that grows on the side of a birch tree, and it's almost like a sawdust inside. I have not seen any birch here along the Saugeen, so I would have to rely on another fire starting source. But chaka is excellent. One of your lifesavers, as a matter of fact, because you can cause a fire in a piece of chaka to smolder, and you can carry it with you all day long to start your fire in the evening. So if you're lucky to find chaka, you've really found gold mine, to be honest. So it looks like a beautiful day before the heat gets going. And that I'm gonna head off into the woods with my emergency bag, of course. Oh, and I also always take granola or trail mix with me. Another one is hemp hearts. I always carry hemp hearts on me. I don't know if it's true, but I was told in the event of national disaster or whatever, that you can survive on water and hemp hearts for as much as 4 years. Hemp hearts do contain all of the essential vitamins that you need. The one thing that hemp hearts is lacking is vitamin C, but that's okay because you can use the tips from the spruce tree, and you can make tea. And if you make the tea from the tree, you have to be sure that you got the right one. You don't boil it because you'll deplete your vitamin C source. You'll bring it to like a hot head. You make sure your water has been sterilized, and you make tea from it, and your supply of vitamin C is absolutely phenomenal, and it will ward off scurvy. So therefore, if you have your hemp hearts and you have your spruce tea, you've got all the nutrients that you need until you've been found or rescued. You just have to secure your camp from wolves and bears and what have you, and you stay put. You don't move if you're lost. You stay put until they find you, and you've got your emergency bag. So it really doesn't matter. You've got your hand parts and stuff like that. So you can last quite a while before they come and get you. And by having this on you at all times and not away from you, like in a fatty pack on your backpack or anything like that, you never let it leave your side. It's just as important as your knife, which should always be on your side, which mine is. In the event that you fall and break a leg or goodness and you can't get out of that spot, you have your fanny pack with your hand parts and trail mix and what have you, and a canteen of water. You never go anywhere without a canteen of water. And so if you did fall and injure yourself, you do have supplies that will keep you going for a period of time until somebody finds you. I have a check-in point every day at 5 p.m. If I don't check in, then automatically the alarm is sent that something is wrong. And that is vital as well, that you make sure that you have a checkpoint, somebody knows where you are at all times, and that you have to check in at that 5 p.m. Otherwise, they will note that you are in trouble, which is excellent, because if you do fall down when you're in the woods or if you're hiking or anything like that, you know that you have that as the security blanket that you need, and you have an idea. You've given them the GPS coordinates so that they have an idea of where you are, so that if they do have to send a rescue or anything like that, they will have a fairly good idea where you are and be able to locate in the event of injury. So other than that, I'm going to head off into the woods with my survival pack, like I said, my trail mix and what have you. Get my wood for the night, and after my wood has been gathered, I guess the day will be wearing on, and hopefully it won't be as hot, and the sun will be down, and I will be able to do some fishing. I've made a fishing line. What I've used is paracord, and it's fairly simple. You just pull a piece out. It comes with 7 strands, and it's a very thin piece. Works for excellent fishing line. I didn't bring anything with me, so I had to come up with an idea for my fishing. I guess a survival technique, I guess it would be. I was lucky. I had a safety pin. I did find a bobbin. I didn't have to use the one that was in my survival pack, that little one. I found a bobbin when I was hiking yesterday. So I took the paracord and used it as a fishing line and frayed the end of it to almost give you the impression of a fly or something on it. And then I used the safety pin for a hook, and I tied it to the string, which was the complete paracord with the 7 strands. I tied it to that, like centered it, and then I used 2 lines that went across the rapid part of the river. So it's hanging right in the center, and it has the hook, which is made, like I said, from the safety pin, and it's hanging off of the 1-strand paracord. So if I'm lucky, I can catch a fish in the event of a survival technique. Situation, and this is the only food that you have to rely on, and hopefully your emergency pack that will keep you going for a while. Safety is a factor in the woods. We have had rain, so that is good, but still things are fairly dry. I put my fire right by the water. As you can see, hopefully it's out now, but I built rocks around it for the security, and then I put foil around the back area to help eliminate some of the sparks, and therefore I only have to concentrate on the front area when the fire is going. And respect, I mean, there's no fires that are allowed before 7 p.m. or after 7 a.m., so it's a lot of respect there. So I made sure that I had my fire going before the 7 a.m. this morning and boiled my kettle and what have you. I just had a very small fire, so that it would go out, and it would be out for the entire day, and I won't start the fire until tonight for dinner. So I guess the day has begun, and I'm going to finish my coffee here, and then I'm going to head out. I'm going to head out with my survival pack, my paracord, my fire striker, rabbit snare, granola, or my hand parts. Most importantly, my trail marking tape, because I'm not really sure where I'm going to go, and I want to make sure that, watching every step. I'm taking my walking stick with me, or my new hiking poles, and being very, very careful where you walk, because, to fall or anything like that, then you're in trouble. But like I said, I do have my emergency point set up, so if they don't hear from me at 5 p.m., then they'll know that there is something wrong. So anyway, have a good day, as will I. Signing off. June the 29th, Saturday, and it is probably going about 8:30 now, and today it's supposed to be in the 30s, and they're saying that it could feel as much as 40 Celsius today. But I'm by the river, near the shade, and in the woods it's really quite cool. Yesterday it got pretty hot, but it was something that I really wasn't concerned with. I found it plenty cool for myself. It was quite comfortable. And if you do become overheated, there is the river. I was about to sign off, and here I kept going. Anyway, have a good day, and I'll be talking to you later.